Welcome back to episode 11 of Speculate to Accumulate, where we try and win some money for everybody. Usually it's me and Aiden here, but this week, like last week, I'm still out in Tenerife. So these are only going to go out on YouTube and not on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Before we get into the accumulators, as always, we are sponsored by Faded Barbershop in Leyland. So if you are looking for a fresh trim, which I need right now because this sun's making my hair grow fast, make sure you go and see Kane and the boys and they'll sort you out with a fresh haircut. Without further ado, let's get into it. So last week it was 2-1 to me on the six-fold accumulator, and it was 2-0 to Aiden on the both teams to score. Aiden sent me his his tips over with his notes, and I've got some of my own as well. So straight into the six-fold. The first three are going to be Aiden's picks. The second three of the six on both slips are going to be my picks. So first pick Aiden has gone for is Preston to beat Blackburn. He said Preston at the top of the home form table with 5 wins and 2 draws, and them draws were against a very good Bristol City and Leeds as well, which is a fair point. And Blackburn have only won 2 of the last games, drawing 3 and losing 5. So his first pick is going to be Preston North End to beat Blackburn Rovers. His second pick, he's gone for Birmingham to beat Luton. So Birmingham have won 4 of 6 at home in the league this season, and the games that they haven't won, they've drew 1 and lost 1. Luton have lost 5 of 7 aways in League 2. They've had 2 wins. 1 versus Blackburn and 1 versus Barnsley. So Aiden's second pick is Birmingham to beat Luton. Aiden's third pick is Peterborough to beat Coventry. So Peterborough are absolutely flying at the minute. They're winning all of the last 5 home fixtures, scoring 15 and conceding 2. Coventry don't tend to concede too many, but haven't scored for nearly a month, 4 games, and Aiden expects Peterborough to be able to break them down, being the EFL top scorers, League One that is. So his third pick is Peterborough to beat Coventry. My first pick, we're staying there in League One, is going to be Ipswich to beat Southend. So Southend have only taken 1 point at home all season, and they're up against the second place Ipswich, who've taken 16 points away from home out of 7 games, and they are top of the away table as well. There's not much more to say about it. So my first pick is Ipswich to beat Southend. My second pick, I'm going to go for Fleetwood to beat MK Dons. So it's 5th versus 19th, with MK Dons only scoring 3 points away from home out of 6 games this season, which is quite poor. Fleetwood are fourth in the home rankings in League One, taking 16 points from 7 home games, and they've won 4 of the past 6 games. So my second pick is going to be Joey Barton's Fleetwood to beat the MK Dons. My third and final pick, it was quite hard to, with form, the way things are going this weekend, to pick 3. Obviously I picked 3, Aiden picked 3. It's been quite tough, but my third pick, I'm going to go for Port Vale to beat Oldham. So Port Vale have the 5th best home form in League 2 this season, taking 15 points from 7 games, where Oldham have only taken 5 away points from 7 games, which is the 3rd worst down there in League 1. Oldham have only taken 4 points from the previous 6 games, where Port Vale have taken 11 from the previous 6, including an impressive 2-1 away win at Bradford on their last game out. So my third and final pick will be Port Vale to beat Oldham. So the sixfold is going to be Preston, Birmingham, Peterborough, Ipswich, Fleetwood and Port Vale all to win. You'll have to have a look on your betting app for your odds. I'm guessing that should easily be 20 plus to 1 at least. On to the both teams to score. We've got some notes this week, so I've got a little bit more time before I head out this evening. So the first 3, like I said at the start of the video, are going to be Aiden's picks. So he's gone for the first game, he's gone for Port Vale versus Oldham, who I've picked Port Vale to win. So Port Vale have landed both teams to score in their last 7 games, and Oldham have landed 10 times in 18 games this season, only 2 in the last 5. But Aiden's first pick is Port Vale versus Oldham. His second pick, he's gone for Stevenage versus Morecambe. So it's bottom versus second bottom down there in League 2. Morecambe have scored 6 in the last 7 games. Stevenage have landed both teams to score in 4 of the last 5 home games. So his second pick is Stevenage versus Morecambe. His third pick is Millwall versus Stoke. So Millwall have scored in all but 2 games this season, which were both away games. They're at home this weekend. Millwall have landed both teams to score in 11 of 15 games this season. Stoke put together very impressive back-to-back wins against Swansea and Fulham, so should be coming into the game full of confidence on scoring against a leaky Millwall defence. My first pick on the both teams to score slip is going to be Forest Green versus Crewe. So Forest Green have scored 8 in 7 home games and Crewe have scored 13 in 7 away so far this season. Crewe are top of the table, playing third place Forest Green, with only 2 points separating the two sides, which I think it should make for a high-scoring affair. So, my second pick is going to be West Brom versus Charlton, both sides doing relatively well in the Championship. Charlton have scored and conceded 9 on the road this season and have landed both teams to score in 4 of the previous 5 games. West Brom have conceded 4 in the previous 2 home fixtures that they've played and have scored 15, conceding 10 in their 6 home games in the Championship this season. So my second pick is West Brom versus Charlton. My third and final pick is Burton versus Blackpool. So only 3 points separate the two sides, with Burton having 2 games in hand on Blackpool, landing both teams to score in 4 out of their previous 5 outings. Burton fairly low scoring and conceding at home this season. I think they've scored 3 and conceded 2, but I do fancy there to be goals in this game, as Blackpool, they are good at going forward, and they've got quite a leaky defence as well, and they're going to be looking at bouncing back after a bit of rocky form recently. So the both teams to score 6 folders as follows. Excuse my voice, I need some water. It's going to be Port Vale versus Oldham, Stevenage versus Morecambe, Millwall versus Stoke, Forest Green versus Crewe, West Brom versus Charlton, and Burton versus Blackpool. So that finishes the video. If you did enjoy this and you're new to the channel, if you could give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, which should be down here, I think. Next week Aiden is going to be back, and we're going to be back to proceedings as normal. And yeah, if you're looking for a haircut in Lancashire, make sure you go to Faded, check out Faded Barbershop, go and see Kane and the lads there. And yeah, if you want to watch some podcasts, there's some good ones. If you click my channel down below here, there's a few decent podcasts in there. One with Danny May, who plays for Plymouth Argyle. One with another Danny from Binds, who've just released their latest EP, Late On Me. Go and check that out, and check out their EP as well. But until next Friday when me and Aiden are back, when I'm back in the UK, peace.